I really liked what we saw so far today from the call. However, so far, it seems like Tribe are going to find the first kill, but there's still a decent amount of control for CraZe to slow things down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting more sold on the Carl pick, for sure, but not in that kind of first draft position that we saw from FA Siege, to be completely honest. But I can see why it's kind of come into a better place in the meta. I can see it being viable in some areas, and this is an open map for it, so I can understand. I also feel like there's little knockback on the side of Tribe also to consider, so that's going to make Carl even stronger. I mean, depending upon the star power, of course. I mean, if there is Master Blaster on the Penny side, then that does have knockback, and that could then change things also. But the Roughs, yeah, you got to land that supply drop if you want to knock back the Carl in a super situation. So definitely that could help CraZe a great deal with this kind of comp moving forwards. So far, though, Tribe are doing decently on the defense. The Penny turret is down as well and already in a great spot. Lenan is playing on that Leon pick, so let's see how he fares today as well.
And Tom is going to go down. Now he is traded out. A 2-on-2, and so far no opportunity for either teams to really gain that much control of that interaction. Meow, some good damage onto Drage, but overextends a little bit, will get shut down by Lenan on the left-hand side. Lenan gets spotted, very good spot from CraZe, but a 3v1 now and full on map control for Tribe.
Gotta say, this Penny turret is disgusting. It really is. I mean, it's just the full brawler for Tribe. They're able just to sit back so comfortably on the defense and just bide their time until they're able to find the momentum to move forwards. Flying hook coming in from Nowy now, and the takedown on Thomas smooth. But again, CraZe have got this problem where they have no wall breaker to hand. The best bet they can really have is to get Nowy forwards and try maybe pop the super to try to put some damage on this Penny turret. But Drake's got one lined up ready to go yet again. So CraZe are going to have to do a team wipe effectively to get this ball forwards or wait for overtime.
So far, no opportunities for CraZe. Rama, quite low HP. So tries best to keep his team's HP afloat as Lenan takes down Nowy once again. Meow is an opening on the left-hand side. That could be the chance that CraZe need, but it seems like overtime is going to be the real winner so far.
Ball's in a good spot, but CraZe just didn't seem to want to go for it. They want to clearly get some takedowns furthermore. So let's see how they fare here. But Drake with some good consecutive taps, and Tom Lowe has to heal up a little bit here, just allowing and baiting Meow into those shots so he can just then heal up accordingly. And done, yeah, good job of that. Let's see though, Drake's got super shot to hand as well. It's a 3 versus 2. Is he going to go for glory, or is he going to make the pass? Thomas super now as well, but the knockback is going to be strong. Doesn't even need it. Going to shoot it straight through, and Drage then will score the winning goal. First game in the pocket for Tribe, but not the set. This is just the first. That is a very, very good draft by Tribe, I feel. Like, CraZe just didn't have an answer. They're going to have to score early on, or just, again, get that team wipe, or just not feed that Penny, because the turret just doing so much value and work for Tribe.
I think the turret being fed so much was, for me, the biggest problem, because we instantly had that turret up, and Meow should be able to slot this one in. Oh, Tom just barely saves it, and that could be very problematic for CraZe, because they had 0 opportunities to score in the previous game. This one, they already have the 1, but it didn't pay off.
I thought that was in. Like, it looked so comfortable. It was just kind of amazing to see that it didn't, but now a much better spot for CraZe, who are really trying to capitalize on this situation. Was Tribe are low and weak and weary. Drage doing his best to survive on himself, but not going to be enough. Meow now will certainly score this one, and I always thought that now wasn't going in, but it did. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Plenty of time for a response, but that is much better from CraZe.
Yeah, definitely so, and I think Meow has been the impact player so far in this game, just present everywhere, so much value. Now he clears up the second player. It's only Lenan left alive. He is going to try to keep the ball away, but now he has such a smooth angle with those walls to try to keep him away and remove basically the advantage of usually sitting behind a wall. The dash in from Nowy, very aggressive. It pays off. A nice opening kill into Lenan. This could be the chance to score, as Rama is going to go for the shot, but Tom doesn't quite go down. So he's able to intercept the ball and buy a little bit of extra time.
Nan with a nice shot there and gets the takedown whilst now is running super, so that's going to be a wasted super for CraZe. 45 seconds. Pushing through now, supply drop goes down, pass over to Drage, turret in a good spot as well, and looking to cycle forwards even more. So if Drake can stay on his feet here, if Tribe can all knuckle down here, then this penalty turret coming in surely, potentially, could make a big difference to this outcome. But not much time now left at all, 30 seconds, and Tribe have got to start to make a play here. They've really got to even up the scoreboard here if they want to stay alive.
Definitely so. Drake getting a more aggressive position in the mid. Does get tanked up by Naui. Now he spots Lina and is invis as well. Now trying to get out of there. 10 seconds left, the final chance, but the shot and supply drop on point for Tribe, and they tie things up just before overtime.
Very nicely done, you've got to say. Didn't quite expect it to be so smooth, but clearly something that Tribe got down under the thumbs very nicely so. But the response is strong. CraZe at the moment are tapping shots, so nice little moment now of Drake and Lanel starting to juke these ones out, because that's going to provide a big cushioning as Tom is not necessarily having the greatest of times of his life on the right hand side lane. He's has to go back quite a long way. It's good taps from Naui here. Super coming in, thinking better of it, hesitant perhaps, but Rama has a super shot. Doesn't go for it though, wants to put the damage down. That's going to allow Tribe to get the ball clear, and actually that could be a bit of a mistake on the side of CraZe.
Yeah, the ball getting cornered up is just going to dissuade CraZe from pursuing any further aggression. As right now it seems like Tribe might almost be playing for the draw. Another supply drop, buffing up Drake. Turret plays down, and surely now Tribe are just playing for the draw. CraZe know that they want to try to punish it, and they'll get a kill. Actually, this is going to be a team wipe, and CraZe, they'll get it just about in time.
Really nicely done. Really nicely done. I mean, there wasn't much time on the clock, but you could tell that it was going to be a goal if they were able just to clear them up nice and swiftly, and passing on point, can't really fault it. The question now is, like, going into this last game of Brawl Ball is like, how are CraZe going to approach this one? How are Tribe going to approach this one? Because ultimately that turret in that first game did so much on the side of Tribe. Later on, it seemed like CraZe kind of almost caught themselves onto it a bit better and didn't feed into it as much. And then, like, this time round, are Tribe in as much of a position as they were in game one? I'm not too sure. They have to be very cautious in the way that they approach this one.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean, Meow with the M's just instantly starting things off with a big advantage for CraZe, able to push forwards and get so much control, and that's one of the aspects that I think Tribe need to shut down early on as well. He was, the big enabler in the previous game, got them that early goal. Let's see this time around, as we do have the man advantage once again. Now he pops a super, is gonna use it to reposition ever so slightly and stay in the mix. So far, CraZe have good control.
Well, ball's in a decent spot for Tribe to defend realistically here, if they can just get a couple of shots here and there, get the penalty turret. But look how aware CraZe are of that penalty pick now, knowing full well from that first game how much it caused a problem. Nice flying hook from Naui as well, and not done there. Gets to take down Tom. Drake, last man standing here, gets the ball to the corner to buy some valuable time for Lennon. Goes to the left hand side, pops the gains the super, doesn't pop it just yet, and that might be a mistake. He's popping it now, but how is he hanging on, in all honesty? That is amazing.
That is some next level map, like just knowing exactly how that interaction goes, and it bought so much time, created so much space for Tribe, as now they're cornering up the ball, trying to slow down the pace a little bit. We're actually already quite deep into this game, and so far it's been all defense for Tribe. They need to find an opening.
Yeah, they've been on the ropes for a long time now, not just in this game, but in the previous one also, as CraZe are really starting to work through the comp, like work through the process, and Drake now have a helpful thing to have for Tribe, but now the flying hook again. It's been a while since we've seen Cole, realistically and competitive, so these little plays are quite difficult to sort of remind themselves of, like, how to go about and the urgency required and needed. But the ball going to be left in the corner here, no goals on either side, so it's going to go to overtime, and that might be exactly what Tribe want under the circumstances. They've been under a lot of heavy scrutiny throughout this entire game.
Yeah, the thing is, they did lose the previous overtime, so I do really admire how CraZe managed to turn the dynamic around, but now overtime in, and still a man advantage for Tribe is going to help them gain a good bit of map control. Now we're going aggressive, though, takes down Tom. 3 versus 2 in favor of CraZe. They have a super on Rama as well, going to pop it for burst heal on himself and Meow. So far, no clear winner in this overtime.
Well, no supers around either, and that's, well, now one for Lanun. That would be a good time to do so as well. Looking to bait out some shots, but now Meow found him, so... But the heals from Roma have got to be on point here. Realistically, Meow just about staying alive, and a nice gadget there from Drage to allow a lot of splash, but not quite connecting in the way he would have liked. He's got super. Can he go for the shot here? Big load of gap, but didn't go for it. Oh, they're trying to time it with the roughs, and it didn't quite work out this time round.
Yeah, nice attempt, but it seems like the defense is going to hold on, or is it actually? Oh my god, no way. That was so incredibly close. Rage ran out of ammo. Just didn't have a shot to pass.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I thought it was a mistake at first, gotta be honest, but I don't think... Did Rage just super? I don't think he did, right? Lanun had super, but unfortunate stuff. Yeah, it could well be they just didn't have the shots available, and painful then for Try, because there was no doubt expressing that same idea. We'll get to replay it then, because that's another draw. But yeah, that's a really, really painful way to end for Try, because I felt like they had that closing in nicely, but wasn't to be.
I don't think this is exactly where we are supposed to be, but well, who knows? Maybe RZM's big return to competitive.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite in the map pool either. But we'll check the spectate, and it's almost as if RZM knows that we're watching it right now. But yeah, we'll be popping into that game shortly. Tribe obviously in their match right now, so we're going to be heading straight into that. But yeah, this is the last one of, well, unless we get like another replay. I mean, we've had 2 draws now, right, Teddy?
We have. It's been very, very close, and both teams struggling to really, you know, find those openings and playing it very safe as well, because they know this opening set can mean a lot. And so far, seems like it's going to be CraZe with just a little bit more aggression, but again, not able to convert it into a proper goal.
They have already achieved to get 1 goal here, so with 1 minute and 15 remaining, can they get second to tie things up, or can Try bring this one back? Now he has got super now, but the penalty turret will keep him on the move for sure. Let's see now as Tom brings the ball forward. So Lanun's got Invisi Heal ready to go. Naui, though, is a big problem here. He's been just thriving on the back of this carpet for the entirety of this series. So I think they've really got to shut him down, or try to take down Rama as well, because that is obviously a big healing factor here. But there's a lot of utility on the side of Tribe, and that's in a good goal-scoring position. But can they make it count?
Rage has another turret available. So far, it still has the one on the top. It's in a very defensive position. With those heals from Rama, Meow is staying up for what seems to be an eternity. Good value from him. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. HP-wise, it's quite low on the side of CraZe, and this could be the opportunity to score. The supply drop, and the timing is absolutely spot on here from Tribe as Luna slots it in and ties things up again just before overtime.
They've really got this combination of the roughs down so well on the side of Tribe. It didn't work out that last game, but every overtime it has. But now into overtime has not been Tribe's best friend. Let's see how they handle it this time round. Good. Takedown of Meow, and Rama has to think twice now, forcing the ball into the corner, bottom left. Good tap from Rama onto Drage, though. Turret goes down, and that is again the full brawler for Tribe. But yeah, very quick attention from CraZe onto that turret, as they should. But now Tom gets a bit of a space here. Oh, so that's beautiful. That's a goal. No. Yes, it is. Okay. I thought, oh, was he going to get the knock back in time? But that is going to be the goal scoring moment.
Last 2 years. So, simplifying things, but sometimes that's exactly how you need to approach things. We'll see how this works out. So far, Luna, Rage, very dominant on their lanes, creating a lot of space. Meow is going to have a mark soon, though, but he misses the shot, and that means he's going to have to pull back and try to heal back up, as Rama is very low HP. Luna down to 200 as well. So many close interactions already, but yet no kills.
Now he just brute force through the middle, but now thinking better of it. Ticker coming in. Taken care of by Rama. Rage, though, will be very, very cautious in juking well, and that shot there from Meow will connect, so that he'll have to be cautious in moving forwards here. Tom's a bit out of position here, yeah, moving back behind the Nun, and some body blocking needed just to make his safe escape through. Gasman coming in shortly now, as now he uses the face shifter through a load of those mines in the mid, but yeah, now it's getting a little bit tense. The healing station goes down from Drage in a good spot.
Yeah, that gadget from Yao doesn't find a connection. Now we aggressive onto Tom. Drage gets spooled, so form an advantage for CraZe. Some trades, but not nearly enough, and with less then a total of 800 HP. It is going to be CraZe to take that first round.
I don't know how now he is dodging those bullets the way he is, because he just goes straight in, and Tribe just don't seem ready for it. They just don't seem able to handle it so far until they start to recollect themselves. Meow very, very low here. One more shot, he will go down. There's the one to do it. But Drage is marked up, and that's obviously going to be there lingering for the rest of this game unless they can take the round and refresh. But this is better. Now it's 3 versus 2 for Tribe, but definitely this aggressive stance from CraZe is not to be underestimated here.
Yeah, definitely so. If they could get a pull and isolate a player, leave, you know, it to a 2 versus 2 with a mark onto Drage, that could definitely be turned around. But so far, they're just not really able to find the opportunities. Now he's going to be low HP, he goes down. It seems like CraZe are going to be willing to carry on to those supers, moving to our third and final round for this first game.
Well, much better from Tribe. I think the key there, again, being just that early takedown, and they're going to have to be very careful not to do the same as they did the first round, because the way that now he's playing, those late games are not going to be nearly as straightforward as just the way that he seems to have no fear. I love it. Roma has the pull to hand though as well, and he'll be looking to use it ideally before the power healing station goes down here, as Tom pinching nicely from the right-hand side. Let's see now we go in a bit more on this right-hand side, which is now doing as well. Nice to see. Ticket comes out, taken care of as well, and damage gear now into play. So, CraZe kind of looking pretty decent. The majority of Tribe are low by now.
Yeah, the positioning from Naui is so good. Gets the pinch onto Drage and should get the follow-up onto Tom. Will do just that. It's only Lena left alive, and surely CraZe are going to be taking that first game of knockout. Good stuff, and I think you got it spot on, Art. Naui on the max was just ridiculous, and it's not a brawler we've seen him play the most either, to be honest. You know, when you think of very shiny max players, he's not going to be one of the first names you mention, and yet so far I'm very impressed by what we're seeing from him.
Yeah, it just seemed to be like a brawl and draft that fit the bill, really, and whether it was that or something just with more aggressive nature, I guess there's others that could have more of an assassination approach. But ultimately, like, the way that this works so well against Tick is just like very, very apparent. As soon as Tom has got those gadgets utilized and disappeared, then there's very much little they can do to if Tom's the last brawler remaining versus the max, now he's going to win it every single time. So it just gives them a big cushioning now, as CraZe, like now, with looking even more comfortable than ever taking that first round. I feel the set's going to go their way inevitably.
Yeah, I think I think that Tick is a very, very strong brawler on this map, but whenever it ends up being a 2 versus 2 and there's, you know, a trade going both ways, it is always going to be in the advantage of the team that doesn't have the Tick in competitive play, at least. And right now, it is going to be a 2v3 in favor of Tribe. Much better situation going for them. Tom nearly goes down here. Rama has the pull, but surely he's going to hold on to it for next round. And that is going to be a very much needed round for Tribe, but they need one more, because otherwise this set is still going the way of CraZe.
Well, some fuel left still in the tank though, and if Tribe start to push this one a bit harder and just be a bit more cautious on these supers, then this could be tied up quite easily, or it can go the other way as well. Of course, Rama has the magic hand to hand, and Meow looking to place his mark ideally onto Drage, because being the tanky of the 3 is definitely the way to go, and he does land it nicely again. Thomas got Tick head as well. Very important to keep hold of realistically in the eventuality that now he goes in the aggressive. Super Totem goes down from Lenan, and Tickhead coming in now, taken care of quite quickly by CraZe, but some good aggression signs from Tribe so far as they start to get some better angles here.
Yeah, now he gets into a very tricky situation, but somehow comes out of it almost intact. Still pool available for Rama, and Gas is going to be spawning in any second now. This might be what is required to open things up, although Rama with max speed gets to pull onto Tom. Tom's last round just ends seconds before reaching the target, and that is going to be CraZe to make it another game. And
the speed zone. Gadget going down here, and that is what they're going to do, yeah. So Rama looks like he's going to be gem carry. Yeah, so Stu, gem carry now, not such a crazy idea in gem grab, but also maybe as well the Sandy and having duo gem carriers. Okay, I mean, I don't really recommend that CraZe do that, but at the minute, hey, what do I know? They got the full mid control, 3-1. I don't think now he necessarily needs to be holding on gems here, but it seems like CraZe are not afraid to let that happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's better on your side than on the enemies, I guess, which seems to be their standpoint for the time being. But so far, so good for CraZe. Tom gets cleared up by Rama, nice little snipe there. Rage goes for a pool that backfires. It is going to cost him his own life, and is definitely not the value you're hoping for off a gene pool. And CraZe are getting in dangerously close area to that countdown, and they'll get it now. Everyone is a gem carrier for CraZe Clan. Let's see if that backfires.
Yeah, 10 seconds on the clock. Lenan goes in aggressive, does reset things. That's going to make a difference, but ultimately they do have to continuate this idea of the reset for a long time before Tribe got any legs to be able to equalize from the mid here. Drake, though, probably a couple of shots away from Super, but Meow doing a great job on this left-hand side to deter Lenan. Jump in from Meow is good as well, and yep, CraZe pretty comfortably will take that first game of Gem Grab. Tribe do not look like their former selves right now at all.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the aggression that is offered by this comp from CraZe is just hard to keep up with. I mean, what do you do against this 2 mid? You know what I'm saying? Like, instantly he can take early risks because he doesn't have too many gems early on, and it paid off such big time that Tribe never really recovered from that early engagement. He has a super now as well, and that dash might be what he needs to try to open things up. Look at the amount of aggression there in the mid from Rama. Like, you don't expect your gem carrier to go that deep into the enemy side of the map.
CraZe just had so much mid-control this whole time. I just don't feel like Tribe are pushing as a team. I mean, it's still early days with Lenan. I mean, like, there's always a time of adaptations and stuff, and they looked fantastic playing with Lenan at the very beginning of the season. So they had a ton of synergy, but it just doesn't seem like at the moment everything's gelling together. Whether everyone's sort of communicating effectively or not remains to be seen, but at the moment, CraZe, 6 gems in the pocket, 2 to that of Tribe, who now starting to make a bit more of an impact in the mid, starting to stay on their feet more. And if they pound like that, that's going to go a long, long way. But there, trade out is there, and Nunn, who pulled from Drage, support is there as well, but Rama goes down. Can Nunn stay alive? He actually can, enough to get the gems down. This is a great opportunity for Tribe to capitalize.
Yeah, that's big, because now they are very close to a countdown. Rama dashing forward, but the sandbags are a problem for him to deal with. He's low HP and surely will get cleared up. Lena is still low, but the magic puffs are gonna keep him up. Countdown for Tribe Gaming. There is a jump from Meow, but he's low HP now. Gets a slow onto Drage. Jump back to Tom. Tom is gonna go down. That's gonna interrupt the countdown, but those gems, they're still gonna be in their hands. Rama actually is able to steal a couple away, and so far he's still alive.
Clutch pull from Drage. It was looking disastrous there for Tribe, but can they reset this countdown from the mid? Probably not. It's probably about 2 gems to spawn, if that, from side of CraZe. They've got to get a takedown. Then it's going to be either Drage or it's going to be on the top left there, Tom. Can they get this? They can get maybe no slowdown gadget. No slowdown gadget available. Can Drage get down? No. Wow, I'm surprised. If I'm honest, I thought that the way that CraZe were playing that one, they looked like they had a still going on. I'm not going to lie. I think Tribe were quite lucky in that game to actually come out with those gems. They did not look comfortable with it.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. I mean, in general, CraZe just looked still somewhat more comfortable in the entire game, despite Tribe winning. But that's the problem, because they need to be consistent enough on the side of Tribe to make it another game now. And seeing how much it demanded and how clutch it was to just take that game, it's going to be challenging as Rama starts things off with the 3 first gems that spawned. Lena is going to take 1 just so they don't have too much of a lead. But again, he's not supposed to be their gem carrier either. Okay, well, breaking of the side there by Tom is good to allow Tribe a bit more space maneuver here, but let's see now. Magic Hand is available to Drage and Nunn. Still waiting to get his speed coming in, but better positioning from Tribe
so far, I would say. Sweet Dreams from now is going to eradicate Droge temporarily, but not too long, to be completely honest. Nice time back from Tom on the defense, and Gems are with CraZe for the moment, but Tribal doing a much better job of just not going overly aggressive, not getting taken out very quickly, just trying to play more of the objective in the mid.
Drage has a pull, and Rama is trying his best to not be the target of it, as he's still playing around that speed booster. But gem-wise, CraZe still have a decent advantage, a gem that's spawned on their side, but with that pull, Drage, he hasn't used it in so long, but still, it creates so much space, and CraZe, they have to respect it.
Drage has the magic hand gets again, and Tom as well. Like, now this is looking like a lot better, as Tribes start to eradicate one by one the CraZe clan members. Rama as well with the 8 gems is forced back now as a 3 versus 2. We can't really do much here. A nice taps from Tom, keeping him low. Looking from healing. Meow will be looking to jump on this as soon as he can, but the countdown is there. Tribe cannot move from the mid here. They've got to stay firm, otherwise CraZe clan will be able to reset.
Meow is 1 HP now as well, and that is going to put him in a dangerous situation. Rama overextend, gets absolutely melted down, and somehow it's going to be Tribe Gaming to make it a set, taking over the lead only onto the Byron Amber on the right-hand side. So far, I mean, it's working out. They got the opening kill, and Meow has just got to play it safe against Lena, not give too much away. It seems like control is going to be all for CraZe, but Rama overextends a little bit and is going to get shut down, giving some opportunities for Tribe to push forward in the mid.
Well, Super does not connect from Meow, and the ego there will just provide a nice little cushioning as Drage and Renan move forwards into the mid. Now he goes down as well to some nice damage on the Squeak side of things. That's a lot of damage being placed down upon the CraZe clan safe now, as yeah, Tribe looking much better, making this comp work so far and keeping CraZe in the back foot in a way that we haven't really kind of seen them take control of in previous sets. Oh, look at that damage as well from Drage. Really nailing it down to Meow. Staying alive now, but pick up there from Lenan is good, and now Tribe is starting to look like they're having more fun with this one.
Yeah, definitely so. Much more confident in with this draft. Let's see if they can hold on to the mid control, as CraZe has been struggling heavily to retake it. Rage is going to get melted down by Naui. Naui going for the burn as well. Connects him to Lena. Some pretty decent value as Rama is even able to heal up Naui once more. And Naui is really going to be the warrior here for CraZe, as he's getting so many heals from Rama and just refuses to go down. Eventually will, and this is the chance once again for Triumph to retake some of that control.
Drage getting tapped by Rama. He goes with a splash and does connect as well. Nice shots from Meow to the healing station, just getting eradicated, allows Rama to then get some shots into Tom and heal up now on the left-hand side as well to push him forwards. CraZe can turn this around quite easily, to be fair. There's not much in it at all, especially if they can get control off the back of this push now. The moment they try to have got that valuable amount of damage done early on, and that could come around full circle.
The burn. Now he does not connect onto Lena. Is taking a lot of damage. They still have some catching up to do. Meow trying to take down Tom. This is doable though. A couple seconds in it. Oh, it's going to be 6%, but 6 very valuable percent as Tribe get to match point.
Very close stuff. Honestly, not much at all in it. I thought that CraZe might have been able to come back there, honestly. I mean, there was so little time available to them, but just a couple of shots here or there would have been enough. I mean, this is looking like such a big turnaround. I almost had to sort of just fresh my brain to any reason the Tribe were on match point, because I mean, to get to this stage from how they just sort of looked earlier, I'm actually genuinely quite surprised. I feel like CraZe are not playing badly either. That's the thing, and yeah, but just now the way they're trying to just adapt it to this draft and this situation just seems to be working much more in their favor.
Yeah, look at this early push though. Drage melted down the nice one shot, and now has been doing a great job on the Amber so far. It's only 5% though, and capitalizing, getting damage on safe is going to be the challenge with this comp, as I think they're relying pretty much solely on Naui to be the one to connect any shots onto the safe, and so far, I mean, he's had very little time to do so, and only got 5% in total.
Well, Roma's going to have to heal up Naui a lot here to keep him in the mix. Can he? Just about 38, oh my word. That boy is doing work, but somehow now he stays alive. Enough to get the takedown as well on Lanan. Enough to get a super onto the bush and burn down on the top right here. But, you know, this comp is so dependent on the Byron, I guess. I mean, if Tribe start to really just bring back a lot of the control into the mid, they're going to struggle with that. But just 5% of damage so far is enough to have CraZe the lead. Now, maybe a touch more if he never gets the burn off, which he does. So, Tribe, probably not under necessarily that much pressure at the moment because they know that they can just get one solid push. But it is looking a bit better from CraZe right now.
Yeah, this is what scares me a little bit though with this comp is they've had control for so long and they've been working so hard and they only have an 11% lead, which almost doesn't sound right to me.
Okay, well, Tribe now starting to recollect a bit better than they were, but still no damage at all. Good shots into the mid as CraZe gets a nice takedown on Rama. Let's see here as well. Now he gets the super down here on the right-hand side. That will prevent Tom, or Drake rather, from being able to push through. That's connecting shots from the Squeak, but with 15 seconds remaining, not much time at all, realistically, here for Tribe to get the comeback.
Yeah, they need a big spray here at the end, but they don't really have the range from that mid-bush. And it seems like the wind is going to be going the way of CraZe. Some damage now, 1% in it, but CraZe barely take it. And that means they get to fight in this third game, but man, that was close. That was definitely not a comfortable win for CraZe.
Quite the lifeline, yeah, massively so. I mean, for CraZe to hang on there by 1%, that's that's going to be on the minds of Tribe. They would like to prefer to have got that wrapped up there and then, realistically, and not really a high-scoring game of Heist, realistically, here. Early gadgets from Rama, and I think wisely so, as that will give a great deal of control to CraZe. Nice collecting slow from Meow, and follow-up shots are bang on as well. It seems like that last one has given CraZe a bit of a spring in the step.
Let's see how this mid-retake is going to be. As nice connection from Lena. Finds the double kill, as a matter of fact, and this is a chance for Tribe to retake that control much earlier than in the previous game, where really they only had the last couple of seconds of the game to deal damage. They're still behind, but it's only 2%, and they still have some sort of mid control now, although Drage is very low HP, and now we will find a connection.
This is going to be very interesting to see as to how Tribe respond under this kind of pressure, because it's been a while since CraZe put them in a bit of a vice, and now that they are, do they start to fight back harder, or do they kind of crumble again under that pressure and take it to the fifth and final set here? Because they've done so much work to get back into the mix, and yeah, getting a match point, they do not want to lose that situation. Now Strange pushes into the mid, has a nice juke there as Meow almost connects the shot, but Tom as well doing his best to evade those amplified shots that B can push out. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage there. Now he gets to take down the mid, and Rama's heals, they will be able to push Naui through despite the Squeak's suppression of Lanan.
Yeah, this is really fun, but it is risky because it all relies on Naui and Rama just staying up forever. Meow being able to solo hold the left-hand side. Tribe have a 5% lead right now. A nice connection off that super onto Naui, but no way to capitalize just yet. And it means that for now we're still in a bit of a stalemate, but CraZe, they need the damage, otherwise they're out.
Yeah, there's not much in it at all, but look at this push coming off the right-hand side here. Now he puts the pressure on. Lanan is going to be pushed back so far back here, and the ego pop from Drake just bang on point. A couple of takedowns here. Trev would be able to survive this, but it's going to be such a close one now, but a very important takedown left-hand side of Drake, and Tom push through and goes straight for damage, and that is the wise choice. Tribe have got to commit to it, and that is going to be it. Tribe will take it in day 2 and will redeem themselves after their performance in day 1.
Wow, beautiful stuff from Tribe here, and much more convincing.
Make me feel like